All right, what's up, guys? Um, welcome to Real Talk TV. You guys know me. Um, I'm Real Talk, and so tonight I want to talk about number one, books. I just sent out the books, you guys, and I want to also talk about my crazy day today when I was selling my books. Um, like I go out and sell them as well. And then I want to do some carbonation gossip. So, uh, yeah, that's where we at. If you guys want carbonation gossip, just let me know. If not, um, we'll stick to the book thing. It's all up to you guys. So, first and foremost, what's up? Happy Friday. Um, so I want you guys to tell me how your Friday was doing. Please put it in the chat. Tell me how your Friday was. Hey Dice? How's your Friday going? Well, how was your Friday today? And how's your Friday night going? Does anybody have plans to go out? Like, I know coronavirus is finally dying down. Most people have gotten their vaccines. Um, so things are starting to get back to normal. You can go to the club and everything. So I'm just curious what everybody had planned tonight. I'm about to charge my phone. Dice, I was looking for you when the last live because I had a question. What's your do you have like a YouTube email address? Because I want to do I don't know if you know anything about audiobooks, but I know you need a producer for an audiobook because you need like actors to play, I guess, or somebody to help with getting the right sound and tone and all of that. So I want to talk to you about that at some point. But and I want you to come up because we going to do I wanted to do a roast, a Nature Boy roast tonight. It's Friday. I'm feeling petty. I'm feeling petty, you guys. So I think we should do a Nature Boy roast at some point. So you let me know what's up. But anyway, so I was selling my books today. Um, and in the middle of selling my books, there was a high speed chase. Mind you, I sell my books in the middle of the road. So like how people sell, because I used to be a hustler, like a real hustler, y'all. Um, when I say I don't mean illegal, but well, hmm, not drugs. Um, but I used to sell water. Oh, you got a live coming tonight? Okay. I'm gonna check it out. What time is it? Put that in the chat so other people could come too. Um, what time is it? Matter of fact, if you are going to be talking about Nature Boy, I'll just go to yours because literally, like when I listen to your lives, you say what I'm thinking, and I really just wanted to be on here to kind of like recap what especially if I don't get viewers, there's no point in me being doing this particular live, you know. I'm going to be recapping like everyone else um who talks about Nature Boy and clowning him as well. You said I'm trying to figure out time now. Okay, yeah, figure out the time. But like I was saying, I sell my books the way people sell water. And or like panhandlers panhandle. So I'm in the middle of the road and I got my little sign up and I have a sign that lets people know about my book. Um and I had my books in the other hand, waving them. I'm thinking about, putting on some kind of adding something to me, so that people will definitely remember me. Um, but So there was like, I guess, the high speed chase or something. This guy was driving. When I say crazy, I mean he almost hit me. He was zooming down the road, and people usually zoom down this road because it's really wide. You know, the light is lights there on the in the on each corner, but for some reason the lights kind of synchronize with one another. So you, if you speed, you can beat the second light. And so the cars were just speeding and zoom, like it was just crazy. But this one particular car, it was at the light where I was red, and this vehicle literally got into the turning lane right next to me, made what I thought was about to be a U-turn, swerved out of the U-turn, went the opposite direction of traffic, then went across where the red light was and just kept zooming. Then did the same thing at the next light. A few minutes later, I see the cops surrounding a white car, like maybe 2 or 3 blocks down. And I'm like, oh my God, I bet you that's the same vehicle that almost hit me. But yeah. Ugh. That's the only part about the way I sell my books right now. I don't like the danger. I do not like it. But um I get so much love and so much support. You say you going on on alien and UFO disclosure tonight. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna be in the oh, I can't. So I'm gonna pull out my laptop and I'm gonna be in the comments because I have questions. Um I have questions when it comes to alien and UFOs because I'll express myself in your live. I'll express it. But anyway, when you just, like I said, just let me know what time. I'll get a notification, I think, anyway. Um, but yeah, so for the people who bought a book, I I just delivered your books today. I mailed them in. They are in. So I don't know if anybody in here who bought a book the other night, but your book is being mailed to you as we speak. Hopefully, if not, I guess tomorrow morning or something. Um, what else? What else? What else? That's pretty much it for the book situation. I do want to start doing lives where I show you what I go through during the day. I want to start showing y'all what I go through during the day, just selling my books, because it's easy, but it's not easy. And when I say me and my husband was doing the math, my fiance were doing the math about, our how much we made or whatever, both of us. And he's like, I gotta figure out another hustle because it doesn't make any sense. Well, we bringing in the same amount and you literally only work 1 to 2 hours a day. So I'm telling y'all, it's very rewarding if you can muster up the strength to, you know, first of all, the energy and just perseverance to write the book and everything, um, and then publish it, all the craziness that goes with it, and then muster up the strength to put yourself out there and be vulnerable for other people to see what you're selling. I promise you, it's so rewarding. And so I'm gonna take y'all a little bit on that journey, like what I go through day to day, selling my books. So, yeah, since there's I don't know, there's nothing really, because I wanted to kind of have a guest in me talk about the whole debacle that's been going on tonight. But there's no need to, if I'm just gonna really be talking to myself. I mean, I wanna clown Nature Boy, but I'm not. I mean, I got better things to do if nobody else wants to. If that's not what anybody else wants to do. I can just, hop in somebody else's live, whatever. Um, but yeah, that's about it. What's up? What's up? Hey, one person. Um, type in the chat. How was your night tonight? How's your night going? How was your day? It's Friday. Did you get paid? Mm. I was just talking about my book. I was talking about my day selling my books. Do you watch Nature Boy at all? Does anybody watch Nature Boy? Cause I got like two different topics going. So, oh, what's that? Oh, Dice. Thank you. Oh, that's just you. I need more people to come into this live, man. Oh man, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. But yeah, you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about a little bit about it, and then I'm going to bounce because it felt like it's dead tonight. It must be a lot of other lives going on. But so anyway, Nature Boy, I've been watching all day, other than when I made my cells, and I'm noticing we all notice that he is living his best Babylon life, right? He's out pretending to have a southern accent, which is driving me crazy. He he finally took the girls to I guess change and get into more culturally appropriate style for quote unquote Babylon, and he's just running around thinking he's untouchable, running around with guns, smoking, doing everything that literally, I can promise you, it was only about a year, not even a few months ago, before people started realizing that he was a fraud. These are the things that he was telling people that they shouldn't do, right? So here he is, drinking, smoking, cussing. Well, he been cussing, acting wild. I need you to go downstairs, sir. Mommy's going live. Bye bye. Can I get a blanket? Oh Lord. Can I get a blanket? No, I'm live right now. Oh. Go downstairs, please. Okay. Beso. Dame. All right. Is it bedtime? Not yet. Go ahead. Oh. Dice, he preached against everything he is now doing for sure. And not only did he preach it, but he criticized people. He humiliated people. He kicked people off his lives. You get what I'm saying? Like, he made people feel low. I remember this one guy, he was speaking straight knowledge. But he was smoking, I think he was smoking weed or something, black and mild or something. And Eligio was like, you can't smoke on my live. You got to get on my live or put it out. And now this fool is smoking and puffing like this is something he did every day for the past 20 years. I mean, it's bizarre. And then the accent for me was disgusting. Because what is the guy name? It's this rapper that he's been following, and I think that's the persona he's adopting. He's a light-skinned guy with like a teardrop. He wears a Indian feather. That's probably where Nature Boy got the feather thing from. And he wear a grill. If you know who I'm talking about, please put it in the chat. But he's been pretending to be from down south, pretending to be fly, paying for whatever, driving these so-called fancy vehicles, eating meat, eating out in restaurants, but he's still the same corny dude. Like, he's still corny. Nothing about him is attractive. Nothing about him is exciting. I mean, if you watch the live today from today, when I guess um Kayla, aka Efru, was doing his hair or whatever the hell she was doing to his hair, hopefully ripping it out. Um, he like and y'all gotta pay attention to this stuff, y'all. I noticed number one, he had blue jeans on, light blue jeans on. Like that was something young girls wore back in the day. Nobody wears light blue jeans, especially not no man that I know of. That I know of. Like, what are you doing, weirdo? He's so weird. Anyway, so he's wearing these light blue jeans, talking about say, hey bit. Yeah, I seen him in full actor mode. Right. It looked like he was um portraying someone from down south, like how you would think a gangster from down south acts. It was just bizarre. Like I never seen anything so. It was a caricature, like not even caricature, like something that somebody had made up. Like it was bizarre. And then he's like saying, asking the guys, can he stay with them, kind of. He like, yeah, we're going to your crib because you got a banging house, we're going to your crib. And you could see, like, you could tell the people he's talking to went from really fucking with him to feeling like, oh, this dude is weird, this dude is strange. Then he's telling, oh, I gotta bring this part up. He's going around telling the man that he's drinking with or whatever he's doing with. I'm on the phone, honey. I'm on the phone. And not only am I on the phone, I'm gossiping. Okay? I need you to go ask daddy because daddy's not on the phone. Thank you. Anyway, okay, yeah, I seen him in full actor mode. He was wearing a fake Jordan suit. Yes, yes, he wore fake Jordans. Oh, not another one. Are y'all all coming upstairs? Why did you another boy? I'm going downstairs. You can stay upstairs. Mommy's going downstairs. Okay. I want downstairs. Go. Alyssa, I'm literally online. I like live gossiping about Nature Boy. Oh. So I need y'all to get out the room. Okay. All of you. I mean, I love you. Okay. Yep, y'all can watch the tablet. Go ahead. Hurry. I'm losing views. This is why I wait until they sleep. Okay, anyway. Shut my door. It's okay. Okay. So he's telling the guy, can you please don't sign the baby's birth certificate, because he found out, I guess, the people that he's chilling with. Shout out to whoever posted this video. I cannot remember the new people who record from Bigo. But shout out to whoever that is. He's telling the man, what you say? I love that you all have the family thing. Please keep it that way. Even though hard times, I am a full family father and husband myself, for sure. For sure. You know who else I really mess with because they are like a family person, a family content creator, is Peanut Nola 504. Like I rock with anybody who has a family doing their own thing, just giving their opinions, hopefully making money if they're able to, and whatever, and teaching knowledge. Like, man. Okay, anyway, so he's telling her, oh, don't sign a birth certificate, she gonna take you to court, you see what I'm going through. If any of you understand, yes, Peanut. Oh, okay, that's probably why I rock with you. Peanut Nola is for real. Like, he's the one. That's probably why I rock with your content. Yes, knowledge. Um, but just for anybody who knows, and it's some men in here. I don't know if y'all have children outside of your spouses or whatever. My oldest child is by someone else who did not sign the birth certificate. He still was taken to court for child support. And he still had to pay child support. See, what happens is the only issue is, it just feels bad for the mother and for the child to know that the father didn't want to sign the birth certificate. That's it. She said Dice Pimpin. He's going live tonight, so check him out. Once he tells me the time, I can give y'all the time so we can all go to his channel. But so yes, please do not listen. Channel holders tell you this man is a lie. Read the comments in these videos. This man don't do nothing but lie. He gonna get everybody caught up. All you men who follow him, he's gonna get you caught up because that's not true. What happens is they have to what's called a order of paternity or something like that. They have to prove that the child is the person who was being taken to court for child support. What's up, Tree? What's up, Tree TV? So even though he's not on the birth certificate, like Nature Boy claims, even though you don't sign the birth certificate, once she goes to court and asks for child support, they're going to give a DNA test, and they're going to figure out if that person that you're taking to court upon the defendant, what would he be considered? Yeah, something like that. Upon like I forgot what they phrased it or whatever. But the person being taken, the man being taken, he can request to do a paternity test. Once the paternity test comes back, and if the child is the man's child, you're paying child support, period. And you're going to pay the back child support from since the order was filed. Okay? Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. So he cannot sign a birth certificate all he want. All it is going to do is look bad for him, and it's going to hurt the child as the child gets older and wants to do things, needs their birth certificate for different things, and see that the father was not there for their birth or refused to sign an acknowledgement of the child. That's it. Dice said, me and Tree are the biggest supporters of Beginner Channel. Oh, thank you. Yes. Beginner channels need this love, man. I appreciate it. Especially when you're trying to figure out, what content you want to focus on. I feel like when I was talking about Nature Boy like all the time and making all my videos about Nature Boy, my subscribership was popping, and then once I realized it's just too much my subscribers started going down, and so it's good to see like these well-known channel holders like yourself, like Pinanola, who is amazing, like Angel Domingue, Sugar Love, all of y'all. Like I love the support, and it makes me make sure, like remind myself, like you have to give it back if and when you become a larger channel holder yourself. That type of stuff will mess the child's college enrollment up. Are you serious? Wait, paternity will mess the child's. Are you mean like the father not being on the birth certificate? So the father not being on the birth certificate can maybe delay or something? What do you mean? Oh goodness, I'm about to be upset. Cause my daughter isn't old enough. She hasn't made it to college yet, so that part I don't know. because he's still not on the birth certificate, but he paying child support. And let me tell you something. A woman would never, unless she's a shitty person and you knew she was a shitty person before you had a child with her. Trust me. Shitty people just don't become shitty after you break up with them. They already show these signs before you even have a child with them. So most women, most good women, that's what you should be looking for and to have a child with. Most women don't take you to child support unless I'm gonna give you these reasons. Unless she is really, really done with you and she just don't have time for the back and forth, how we're gonna figure the payment out. Or she's you too much into her business. You get what I'm saying? So Nature Boy, as we all know, was stalking Velvet. He was, and I if you have ever heard any of my lives, you've watched any of my videos about Velvet, you'll know how I feel about her. However, this sicko was stalking her and encouraging people to gang stalk her online about so-called wanting his child. He used that child as a weapon since day one. If you check out the T, go to the T's channel, you'll see she just posted it, I think, earlier today, how he manipulated her over and over and over again, claiming that somehow, you know, the child needs to be with the father and all of this. If the person you have a child with is toxic, get out the relationship. Period. Get out the relationship. Don't let him, his family, her family convince you that you need to stay in that toxic ass relationship. Dice says the father not being on the birth certificate, they will start assuming that they have a drug addict mother. What? Being that their father is not around, they will assume they come from the ghetto. I can see that. It won't stop anything, but they will make it hard to make that child feel what racism feels, for sure, like it's always been. Yes, yes, for sure. Okay, okay. When you come back, let me know what oh, he left probably. Let me know when you going live, because I'm about to. So come on, like does anybody else have like an experience with child support? Anybody else have an experience with any of that? Because if your experience is different than mine, please say so. Because this fool is a liar. This fool is a liar. Now I can see if your birth certificate is given to somebody, I can see somebody might be prejudging you, like, oh, you never had a father or whatever. But as far as money is concerned, what he was saying to the little crew he was with today, that's a lie. She can still get paid. And I encourage any woman, if he ain't doing right, leave him. And if he got a responsibility, which is a child, take his ass to child support if he ain't paying. Period. Now, I talked about his stupid ass accent, which is a fake, because the moment he gets on the phone with somebody from New York, then the New York personality comes, and somehow he's a a New York gorilla. Right now, he's a ATL pimp. Then he'll be God, I don't nature gorilla. Who knows? What's up, Patron? Patron Gold. Okay, I hope I'm saying it right. What's up? What's up? How are you? Ivy. Ivy, please. I was just talking about the paternity situation. If you was watching the live that he did, Lord Jesus, earlier, I guess he was getting his hair done by what we call Fufu Kayla, and he was talking about take take the child to, don't sign a birth certificate. Did your, because I know you guys were married, did your ex, aka child's father, sign the birth certificate? Because I don't know where he got that information from. I really don't know. Um, okay, and so we were talking about the blue jeans, right? We were talking about them dusty ass blue jeans. It doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It will not matter. It will not matter. My baby daddy's still paying child support. And matter of fact, I might have to go to court because I haven't gotten paid in 3 months. And see, for people who don't understand, like I know it's probably some men in here, like, see why the women gotta, get the white man involved. Sometimes you have to get the government that you live, that you are a citizen of. You have to get that government involved because the individual citizen doesn't want to do what they're supposed to do. And so the government of the, if you don't like the government, find a new one. But the government that you are a citizen of is supposed to hold checks and balances for its citizens. You commit a crime, you're typically supposed to go to jail. You're supposed to suffer the consequences for that crime. And the same thing works with personal disputes, because see, what people don't understand is my twins' dad had to pay child support, but I gave him chances to help. And yes, patron. People don't understand the last thing a woman wants is to take her child's father to court, because and from that point on, they're probably going to have little or no interest in the child. I'm just saying, you guys, no woman, no real woman, no smart woman wants to take their child's father to court. It's not something that we want to do. And it has nothing to do with the preserving the black man. Is because the moment they get that notice, they're saying, F the child, F the mother. I'm just going to pay whatever the court tell me to pay, and I'm done. And that's truly not what the woman wants. But she is tired of going through the BS, tired of fighting. Why do I have to get in an argument with you? Why do we have to have conversations that are just none of your business? Why do you have to come to my home, invade my privacy to see the child? Why we can't meet at a mutual place? It's always like some issue with power and control that women just don't want to deal with. Ivy said right. They won't act right unless you set the state involved, for sure. Because you have these people like Nature Boy. He before Velvet got this restraining order, what did he do, y'all? He was blasting her all over social media. It was insane. It was insane. Putting up revenge porn. I'm surprised he ain't. I don't know why she won't press charges for that. But that is a chargeable offense. And if not some states, most states, I believe, that is a chargeable offense, and it should be. He had people, he would say in his lives, yo, this what she doing to me. Y'all letting her take my child away by not going to her and leaving messages, telling her she's doing this and she doing that. Which means he sent people to gang stalk her. Come on, y'all. Come on. And we all have that baby daddy or that baby mama who does something like that, who will spend the rest of their life tarnishing your name or trying to tarnish your name simply because you don't want them anymore. Patron said, definitely, I would much rather have an active father who is helping me daily with his kids than to get some damn child support. And exactly, and it's never it's never what it should be. It's never the amount that it should be. It's just it never feels. First of all, it never fulfills what the child really needs. Um, and secondly, it's always just short. Like all the things that you pay for as a parent, all the things that you pay for on a daily basis never amounts to equals. It's never equal, because what they pay is the set amount, period, no matter what. And you paying for hospital trips, you're paying for the sports that they decide that they want to join randomly. You're paying for the trips to give them memories. It's just so much that you pay for on a daily basis, on a yearly basis, that is always way more than what that damn child support order says. Patron says, I don't know why she won't listen. Ooh, Ivy, girl. Ivy. And so when I see the way Nature Boy, Eligio, hopefully will see his day in prison. When I see what he has done to Velvet, what he's done to his other ex-wife and mother to his child, Maisha, I mean, it baffles me how Maisha can even still talk to this man. It baffles me, because we witnessed, for the long haulers who've been watching this for a long time, watching Nature Boy abuse his child, physically abuse his son, emotionally abuse his son, then refuse to bring the child back to his mother to allow her to be a parent to him. She had to get the authorities involved. I don't understand, and I will never understand what her purpose is, except low self-esteem. Her self-esteem is so low, or her expectations for what somebody who is in his life should be are so low, that she would allow her son to be around him. That's just bizarre. He supposedly came to Atlanta, I guess, to see him. I don't know if she changed her mind, or is thinking about it, or what. And that's probably why he decided to start doing all this drinking and partying and all of this whatever, to number one, get at Velvet for whatever reason. I mean, she's a fool if this entices her, if this makes her angry. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. If what Nature Boy is doing is getting under your skin, making you feel, I don't know, upset, you're an idiot. Because he is a clown. He looks like a clown right now. He can't. If you look at when he went to the club, right? I don't know if you guys have been watching, following for the past couple of days, but he went to this, I guess, lounge or jazz place. It was a beautiful. Oh my goodness! I wish I had the time to go to something like that, and the free time without my little minions, my little babies. I would definitely just would like a night to go to one of those spoken word events or jazz concerts that they have at those soul food restaurants. And he was in there, and they had an open mic night, and I it was, the people, you could tell, were his age, in their 40s and 50s. You could tell they were his age, but he looked so out of place, so uncomfortable. And in fact, it made him look even more ridiculous, because he's dressed like a 20 or 30-year-old with these little 20 and 30-year-olds, but he looks every bit of 40 and 50, with a hat to the side and this big penis dookie turd thing sticking out of his head. Patron Gold said, man, he is not healthy for any child, for sure. Do y'all ever hear Sheba's child? Nope. He's getting abused, you can tell. He be standing in the line, be quiet as a church mouse for sure. Like he 45. No kid should be that still and quiet. Poor baby. Okay? I live in those places. And what place? Oh, yeah. Oh man, those jazz places are amazing. But yeah, I mean, look at Jaumi. Jaumi is, oh God, that he's going to be about 40 by the time he's 4. He's going to be 40 by the time he's 4, living in that space, living in that environment. And and he thinks that children should be around him. He's begging, so-called begging for his daughter, the same daughter that he wanted to sleep with. He wanted to procreate with this child. He joked about feeding this child semen. He joked about feeding this child semen. There are videos that capture the little girl because she was introduced to so much stuff, digging in his clothes, trying to touch his penis. Come on, y'all. 2 and 2, put 2 and 2 together. You know what to get. Velvet's own, out of Velvet's own mouth, she woke up to him having sex with Portia, aka Aya. Woke up to him and Aya having intercourse with the child in his hands. In her hands, in Aya's hands. Yeah. Then wants to make the kids together. So this is strange. He wants to have the children, right, by these young girls that he calls his children anyway. And then sleep with the girls. And then have, I guess, the other girls sleep with the sons. I mean, come on, y'all can't, this doesn't make sense. So for a sicko like that, absolutely, patron. For a sicko like that, give me the goddamn child support. Give me the child support money. I'll take it. And he talking about something he won and all of this. What did you win? What did you win? You want to know what he won? I think secretly he just wanted to ruffle Velvet's feathers. He wanted to make her look bad in the public, in his viewers' eyes, the people who support him, his supporters. He wanted to make her look bad in their eyes. And that's what he won. He accomplished that because, remember, the black man, for some reason, it's only the black man who is God, but black is not even an identifiable ethnicity. And then you have, the foolishness that he's doing now. If Velvet was a smart woman, she would take the smoking, the drinking. She would stop being disrespectful to people who've made money off of the story and just get in contact with them. Form a relationship with them. What is her name? Sybil, who wrote the book. Yes, Sybil got paid for it. But Sybil shared a story so impactful that motherfuckers started loving Velvet again. Her supporters started loving her again. She gained more supporters, so much so that she was able to benefit on Bigo. I can't be a supporter of her, but she gained so many supporters. I support her parents for sure for putting up with that crap, but not her. She had numerous opportunities to protect that child and herself, and she chose none. She chose neither. Every time she went back, she chose neither. Because remember, you guys, she left. For sure, patron, she left when that child was small enough not to be exposed or not to remember that she was exposed to some of the stuff that she was exposed to. But what did Velvet do? She went back. She went back. And not only did she go back, she went back and became something even more vicious and more spiteful than than when before she left that time. Vengeful. The way she beat up Tanisha, aka Malia, that was pure vengefulness. That was a vendetta that she had. Maybe not even necessarily at Malia, but at the man who she produced that child with, who's running around now telling everybody not to sign birth certificates, as if that's going to stop, as if that's going to stop the federal government from protecting its citizen, the woman in that case, from having the man who produced the child take responsibility, even if it's just financial. Which is a plug for my book, 15 Steps to Find the Love, A Woman's Journey. That is a red flag. When a man has 3 other children and he doesn't have a real healthy relationship with any of them, that is a red flag. When I was young, I did not recognize that red flag. Or I recognized it, but I didn't act on it. I didn't do anything. I said, oh, well, I'm different. I'm special. I must be special. Every woman who comes into Nature Boy's presence must be special, right? They're special. The other girl was not in tune. She didn't have his mind. She wanted to take the black man down, but I'm different. He'll love me. He won't love you any more than he loves himself, and he don't love himself. When a man can't be there for his children, it's because he hasn't dealt with his childhood traumas. It's because he has not been able to heal enough to open his heart to anyone else. Hey, Frida, your book has been sent today. Your book has been sent today. I was going to I was going to do a video, but I decided to go live. You and who else was it? You and I can't remember her screen name. But our YouTube name, but I sent y'all books. I got a little surprise in there as well with it. So yeah. Yeah, so like I was saying, please, 15 Steps to Finding Love, A Woman's Journey. Buy it on Amazon, or you can buy it directly from me. Don't matter. But at some point, you have to start asking yourself, do I want a nature boy in my life? A clown, a goofball? He can't stick with one thing. He can't stick with one thing long enough. Long enough. I mean, we've seen him go from loving nature, condemning anybody who doesn't walk around barefoot 24 hours a day. Oh, what she say? I got my book. You got your book, Ivy? Yes! Yes! I'm going to do a live just about the book. Once a certain amount of people get the book, enough people get the book, we're going to do a live about it. We're going to talk about it because y'all going to see so many things that have to do with carbonation and the women. If they would have made better choices, or because they didn't make better choices, that's what they got, because they didn't read a book like that. They didn't have advice like what's in there. But anyway, right, Frida. A demonic entity. You're going to end up with somebody like him. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself enough to be like, well, listen, this dude, my spidey sense is telling me that this motherfucker is weird. He got all these kids. He says he loves them. He says all of this. So why they not with him? Why he ain't with the baby mama? Why did he get 2 divorces? 2 divorces. Come on, y'all. One minute he telling me he don't know his family. The next minute he telling me he don't have a family because he's God. God? Come on. But black women, we want to save. I hate saying black because it's not real, but we want to save our melanated beings so bad, the male versions of us so bad, that we compromise ourselves. Aya, why the hell do you have on sunglasses? I know why. Because he's beating your ass. Malia, why do you have to ask that man how many outfits you can buy? I know why. Because you gave him everything of you. Afro, you don't even dance no more. Why? Because you allowed something like that to suck up every ounce of talent you had, passion you had, and you let him put whatever it is he had into you. That's not a real woman. And you ain't gonna get no real man with that kind of, when you allow something like that. You're not gonna get a real man when you're that trainable. No man wants a trainable woman. Period. I mean, he can pretend it feels good, it gives him power. But he running around chasing Velvet dumbass. He running around chasing that little, you know what? Because she never submitted all the way. And she never was going to. Because that's not the woman she is. She's just not. She's it can be argued that she is a narcissist herself. But I tell you one thing, she would never bow down the way the women were. See, Nature Boy beats them. He had to fight her. There's a difference. He beats them. He had to fight her. Think about it. Exactly, patron. He beats Malia because she is not Velvet. And all he's waiting for is for Malia to swing back, and she won't do it. She won't do it. Mm-mm. Because she just not that type of person. See, he wants what's her name? He wants a Kemet, whatever that woman name was who did them things in his head. He wants her because she's a real woman. He wants Velvet because she has the makings of a real woman when she get her shit together. He wants what's her name? The one he met off Bigo. Kamashi, whatever her name is. Because she's a real woman. Do she have some insecurities to be messing to even deal with him? Absolutely. But she's a real woman. And he can't get any of them. So he's going to go on Bigo and he's going to exploit the low life women that he can. Aya, who has a child, longing for her. Longing for her. Malia, who has a child, longing for her. You're picking his goddamn dirty ass nose. Discolored nose. Peeling nose. You're picking this disgusting human being's nose. While something so pure and so innocent you leave behind. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. He can brag all day about his children. all day about how much he loved them and how he tried to kidnap them and keep them forever. How the mother is a piece of crap for not allowing her to see him. But here you got two women. Two women. You talk about cultivating. Well, you used to talk about cultivating, right? How can a woman cultivate nothing because you made her leave it? She has nothing to cultivate. Picking your dirty ass nose and rubbing your stank ass. Oh my God, his feet is so disgusting. This is so disgusting. Okay. Man, he tells you who he is, a confused narcissist, but yet you got women still wanting to go. Because he plays this like, oh yeah, I'm a narcissist. Oh sure. That's why. He makes you feel like he's exaggerating. He's mocking his so-called haters. He's mocking the people who go against him. That's how he is saying it to the women. Oh yeah. I'm a demon. I'm a devil. Sure. I'm a whatever they say I am. Right? He kind of dismisses it. Yeah, whatever. And I know this because again, I was a victim, okay, of someone who had narcissistic tendencies. I wouldn't go as far as to call them actual narcissists, but they definitely had those tendencies. Ivy says Malia has it in her, but she holds back. But Malia has a different mental affliction that is compatible, oh, of course, with narcissism. So she will always be there. Oh, of course, yes. Malia gets something for sure out of the relationship she has with Eligio, for sure. We might not understand it too well, but you know what? I think that it's the fact that um and he does this to all of them, and that's why they always come back. Usually when a man breaks up with you, right, or leaves you, whatever, what makes you feel special? What makes you feel like you're better than whoever was before you? Is when they can't let you go, or when they make you feel like they can't live without you. There's something in that dynamic where he has made Malia feel, he has convinced her that without her he is nothing. That's how he made Velvet feel. You complete me. You rehabilitate me. You have changed me. You make me a better me. And we all want to do that, right? We all want to do that for our partner. And so when he beats her, he apologizes. When he kicks her out, he welcomes her back in. When she runs away, he welcomes her back in. Those are all just tactics. But to her, these are signs that their love is unbreakable. Their bond is something that can't be salvaged. I mean, can't be thrown away. Let's see. Did you hear? Ooh. Did you hear all the things he said about Kanuki? That's her name, Kanuki. Cause she wouldn't give him her number. Yes, Frida. That's what I was trying to say. Kanuki. He from day one he wanted Kanuki. From day one, he wanted her because she with the exception of this poor judgment choice, she is a woman. She's a strong woman. She's a woman when you see her, she commands a room. She has those capabilities to make a strong man stronger. She has it. You can see it. She has the whole, give a, plant a seed, a woman grows it and all that crap. She has that. You can tell the women who have that. And he wanted her. Just like he wanted Kemet, I can't remember that girl name, the hairdresser. But yeah, he's going to call Kanuki all of these names and disrespect her. And so that and if Kanuki's smart, she'll pay attention to these red flags, and she won't go back. And that's why she didn't give him his number, because she felt it. She felt those. She listened to those red flags, those things in her mind, those what we call these spidey senses, or your subconscious warning you. She felt all of it. And that's why she didn't give him her number. For sure, Frida. He got full of his Hennessy and went ballistic. Oh yeah. Nothing they show looks remotely tempting to just leave my baby. Hell, even if I had no kids, it don't look good. For sure. Hell nah, y'all. For sure. Everybody type in the chat room. Hell nah. Oh yes, hell to the no. Even in his narcissism, Malia and Eligio are toxic for each other. I think that a narcissist is toxic for anyone. Anyone. But it's strange because I actually think Aya and Eligio do very well together. Aya and Eligio, because Aya is him, just like Velvet was. Velvet to me was a what do you call a covert, and Aya is the what is the term? The ones who are very passive. If I had the opportunity, but they still are very manipulative. Very. Ivy would know the name. I don't know the terminology for that. And if everybody, if you haven't, please subscribe to Ivy. Please subscribe to Ivy's channel. She really goes in when it comes. She knows her stuff when it comes to narcissism, codependency, and just the dynamics of that. Even in his narcissism, I read that. For sure. He thought she was going to be thrilled to give up her number. Yes, you got to go check it out. Didn't see you got to check it out. Every day is something new. Every hour is something new. That's why I don't, certain things I don't post because it changes so often. And I know a lot of what he does is scripted. A lot of what he does is for attention, is to throw people off, is to just gain views, because views on Bigo really translates into money. She be straight snacking them other girls, snaking them other girls. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. I don't know why I thought I saw her seeing it, but she definitely snakes them. And she does it so well. Nature Boy hates her. Nature Boy hates her, and I think even though Velvet was so flamboyant, with her the way she handled things, I'm gonna push my way through. I'm gonna be the queen. I'm a Aya. If y'all remember, they had a real nigga moment when they used to do those, because Aya wanted and confessed to somebody who snitched on her that she wanted to take Velvet's place, and she wanted Velvet to possibly even leave. Okay? She learned her lesson and shut her mouth, but those thoughts are still there. She's very, very manipulative, and she knows how to just stay right back far enough so that she ain't going nowhere. You ever see the TV show Big Brother? This whole debacle reminds me of Big Brother. They come and they go, and we all all of them with the hopes of being the last man standing. She be straight. Oh, I read that. We'll do Ivy. Patron says, me either. I do one every blue and I never watch him directly. Nope, never watch him directly. He can't get one view from me. Let's see. Frida says she told him something about Wizzy that got her removed. Who? Who told her something about Wizzy? I mean, who told Nature Boy something about Wizzy? See, that's the part. This is the stuff I try to stay out of, cause that's all scripted. That is all scripted. I like to follow the situation between him and little narkity narc, baby narc Velvet, because that is real. That part is real. And it burns him up inside. It burns him up inside. And that's why he's running around talking about, hey, bitch, hey, bitch, hey, bitch. Where did this accent come? Or should I say personality? Where did this personality come from? I mean, because we all, most of us up north has a family member down south, period. Because, that's just how it was. Slavery was majority in the southern states. And during the Great Migration, a lot of people came up north from down south. So we know how Southerners talk. If we don't live down south ourselves, we know how Southerners talk. And that ain't it. Now, is that an imitation of a Southerner? Absolutely. It's offensive as well. It's offensive. Just like his New York accent is offensive. But he still continues to get views. If you guys remember, a few videos ago, he was supposed to have a new member coming. Anybody remember that? I want a real nigga to approach him. I want to see his gangster towards a man for once. Patron, let me tell you something. A real man would never approach him. You know who I want to approach him? One of these low-level nothing niggas. Low-level nothing. What do you call the ones, the crack the whip type niggas? I want one of these thugs who don't value anybody's life, not even their own. That's what I want to approach him. Somebody who don't care who you are, because they will kill you. Point blank. I want somebody who does home invasions for fun. I want somebody who does drive-by shootings because that nigga think he fly. That's who I want to approach Nature Boy. A real man wouldn't give him the time of day. They wouldn't entertain him. And that's how he thrives. A real man would never, not even a man in prison who just got out of prison, who did 20, who did 50. No, a real man, no matter what his circumstances are, no matter what he's done in the past, they could care less. Long as you staying in your lane, the women are obviously going to you. And although I got something to say, I ain't got nothing to say until they ready, until they come to me, until they ask for help. That's a real man. Exactly, Frida. You don't want a real man. You want a street nigga. Frida says, cause he made a quick remark when he was saying she was the village. He said, when my wife them tell me something, then stopped in my mid sentence. Are you talking about when he kept calling them my wife, my wife, my wife at the when they was getting their clothes and stuff? We and I hate to say it because we all know them guys, those thugs on the corners, the ones you read about, the ones who end up in jail because they have no self-control. They kill people for the smallest things, right? They kill babies and don't care. They'll shoot you while you holding your child's hand walking down the street and don't care if you look at them wrong. We read about them all the time. I was going to do videos addressing these types of individuals, reading the news and addressing these types of men. But why? Why? They are the boogeyman. They are the reason why we get alarm systems. They are the reason why we hold our temper when getting into an incident on the road. Right? They the reason why we don't want to live in the hood, in the area predominantly of people who look like us. We are afraid of them, right? We are afraid of them. Why? Because they do nothing but bring terror to our communities. And any other day, I would say I am sick of them. I am sick of what they do to us. I'm sick of the fear that they put in us. Why we gotta move on up? Why we gotta move on out? Why we can't develop, build in what we live in already? But for one day, I'm gonna say, I want one of them sick individuals to be on our side for one night and just light his area aflame. Period. Period. Them type of men, Nature Boy would never, he would never fuck with. Because the moment he tried to tell that man to do something, be a certain way, and you see him in those little concubines he got that he keeps calling wives. He ain't married to none of them. He ain't committed to not one of them individuals. You see how they try to pressure everybody they come around to do and think and be like them or like him. He wouldn't dare do it to one of them thugs. Life means nothing to them, says Frida, because no one showed them true love. No one. And by the time they got old enough to even understand or just know that there is a thing called love, they don't want it. It seems too weak. They don't want it. They are Nature Boy. More vicious. But in any other case, they would be considered our punks, our weirdos. What fool sells drugs given by a system that cares nothing about them and then puts it in the community filled with people who look like them, who frequent the places they frequent? What makes up a hood? What makes up a ghetto? What makes it up? What is it? You have to have people there. You have to have family. You have to have experiences. You have to have all these things, and you just shoot it up. So it's nothing. We would call them retarded. We would call them all these other names. But all I need is one damn encounter. One encounter. And for one moment, I won't call them any kind of name. Let me just say that. A lot of them are a victim of the crack era, Frida says. No. A lot, I would say indirectly. A lot of them are indirect victims of the crack era. Absolutely. This generation now are not necessarily direct. Their parents are direct victims of the crack era. What you see now is because there was no grandmother or the grandmothers passed away. And so the children were left to be taken care of again by a system who has designed your living conditions to be the way they are. Nobody ever wondered, oh, where all these guns come from? Where these guns come from? How is it possible that I'm able to get all of these, smuggle all these drugs? How is that possible? You can't even smuggle in a goddamn foreign rug. But somehow mollies and weed, absolutely, and all these other kind of narcotics can get in. But you can't even, I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. The bag that you have to have just to get on the damn plane. I haven't been on the plane in years. But back then it was bad. Has to be clear. Everything in your bag has to be clear. Everything you travel with has to be clear. Can't be open, never opened. So we know most of it ain't coming through the airport. So how is it getting here? How is it getting in our communities? Hello? So that we can have nothing. So that we can have an era of retards who don't like school. They hate school because school is the system, right? School is the system. Nature Boy says school is the system. So what are you doing to create something different? Nature Boy ran to a jungle owned by the system. We had people like Malachi Z. York who exploit the system, feed off of the community members who work within the system. We have men who have brainwashed women to believe that somehow only the males are being held back because of white supremacy. And women somehow are part of this women of color, melanated women are part of this white supremacy. When all they have to do is take accountability for not addressing childhood traumas, not valuing themselves, not forgiving their parents. That's it. That's all they got to do. And they have all the love they need. And it ain't from no young girl who they can beat up to a pulp. Let's see, where we at? I'm telling you what, if he really has a firearm with all the unstable, abused people around, and they are babies of teenagers, mother's barely 15 years old, for sure. Yep. Molly, weed, syrup, pills. I read that. Me either. Goals. I'm flying somewhere one day. Yes, patron. Let's go. Frida says, and only a few escape the poverty and what it brings. Section 8, bad neighborhoods and schools, and repeat. Okay. All right, you guys. I've been on here for over an hour. I would love to stay on here. I could go on and on and on and on and on and take Nature Boy, because that's what I do. Y'all know, if you've been in here before, I take Nature Boy and I show you, or we discuss, because a lot of you already know I'm preaching to the choir. And we discuss what Nature Boy looks like in the real world. And unfortunately, tonight, Nature Boy is the real world, y'all. He's back, spreading whatever it is that he's spreading, that toxicity. He's back. poisoning us. I mean, really, in our space. Think about that. But I'm going to go. Please check out Dice TV. He's supposed to be going live. If he isn't live already, please go to Dice TV. He is obviously a big channel holder, but he has been showing me love. He is a good friend of a friend. And I love his content. I've always been watching his content. I was a subscriber before I became a content creator. Oh, thank you, patron. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Or also, please subscribe to my channel, you guys. If this is your first time being here, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment on any video that you watch of mine. Hit the notification if you want to find out. If you want to get notified from other videos, and don't be afraid to come on up sometime and speak your mind. All right, ladies and gents, I'll see you on the flip side. Have a wonderful night. Good night, Frida. I hope you get your book soon. They said, I think, oh, my birthday is June 11th. Your book will be coming on my birthday. Ivy, have a wonderful night. I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to bring you up. I'm just super duper tired tonight, so I won't be on as long as I would like to be. But yeah, next time you'll be up here and we can talk all night long. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. Peace. Okay, how do I? Did I forget? Oh,